Dive into the fun world of letters with Sparkle Denae's ABC Word Chase and Coloring Book. Looking for an exciting and educational way to help your little ones explore their ABCs? Look no further. This engaging book not only allows your child to practice tracing the alphabet, but also includes tracing words and coloring fun pictures in between. It's kid-friendly, kid-approved, and the perfect blend of learning and creativity. Get your copy today and watch your child's learning journey light up with joy.
Come explore the world of t-shirts and self-expression by visiting In the Loop Radio Etsy shop. No matter what type of person you are, a trendsetter or a free spirit, our varied selection of t-shirts is made to complement your unique style. Shopping at In the Loop Radio isn't just about finding exceptional goods. It's about connecting with a vibrant community that celebrates creativity. So, don't hesitate to visit us, and let your next stop be your best stop at In the Loop Radio Etsy shop.
Looking for custom products with a flair? Then stop by our new Etsy shop at Fit So Flawless Customs. Our curated collection features a diverse array of handcrafted treasures that add a touch of uniqueness to your life. Whether you're searching for the perfect gift or looking to treat yourself to something new, we got you covered. So don't be shy. Give us a try at Fit So Flawless, where you will find your fit.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Life Scope channel. On your way in, be sure to like, share, definitely subscribe, and support the channel. It's always appreciated. So a few days ago, YouTuber Screwface recently released a diss track titled Akademiks, which I listened to, targeting media personality Akademiks. Now, the track criticizes Akademiks for his involvement in a controversy where he and others that were over the age of 30 asked inappropriate questions to a 15-year-old during a live stream. This incident led to Akademiks being banned from Twitch, but I'm not sure if he continues to try to stream on YouTube or is he banned from YouTube as well. But in Akademiks, Screwface addresses not only his recent controversy, but also references past allegations against Akademiks, including his association with individuals like 6ix9ine, who have faced legal issues related to minors as well. Now, the track serves as somewhat of a call to action against such behavior in the hip-hop community, and I applaud Screwface for putting that, which is a very important message in terms of grooming, in terms of anything that is pedophile-like behavior, putting it out in a creative way for people to digest it, and just basically taking a stance against predatory behavior, while emphasizing that he has close connections to individuals who have suffered abuse as children. He also has expressed his commitment to confronting these issues within the industry. So if you have not seen the video, I would advise people to just kind of go over there and check it out. Like, I did like the video. I thought it had one of those cautionary tales, one of those horror type themes, but you are really getting out an important message, and the people are able to just basically vibe off of that and listen to the storytelling of it. Like, it's kind of one of those things that can go into actually telling a story or a true story. So I do applaud him for putting that type of stuff out there. Now, one of my questions is, why did Akademiks think it was okay to talk to a 15-year-old like that? And I believe it's because he thinks he is safe behind his audience and the people who support him, because he still does seem to have a lot of fans that are somewhat defending him. Maybe not as much, because the more people are coming out and just talking about this isn't right, it's kind of quieting down some of that noise where people are talking about, but hey, this is what has happened. This is what's happening to me. This is what's happening with young guys. Now, I don't doubt that is what's going on with young men, boys. They're being surrounded by predators, and then they don't really think anything of it as they are getting older, because maybe it's somewhat of a double standard with boys getting abused as opposed to girls being abused. But it is the same thing, whether it's a boy, whether it's a girl. Abuse is abuse. However, I will say that there has been somewhat of like a nasty, disgusting trend where you see teachers, these female teachers that are abusing young male students, having sexual encounters with them. And it seems like people are not coming down hard on them. Even men have said like, hey, I wish I was a boy and my teacher was coming at me like this. So making comments like that, it doesn't lessen the fact that boys are getting abused just as much, maybe even more in some cases, as the girls. But it is one of those things where making jokes about it, I guess, doesn't necessarily help. But we just have to kind of take that with what it is and just leave the adults maybe making actual jokes. We just kind of have to take some of that with a grain of salt. But it's just an example that I'm just giving to show that when it comes to boys, this is what is going on. This is the conversation to make it seem like they're not being abused when they are. Now, I have personally talked to some people who have been very over hypersexual when they were maybe like in their 20s or whatever. And if you being freaky with your partner or whatever you doing, it's one thing, right? But when I hear somebody and they're telling me stuff that is just so outrageous, and it seems like it's becoming a risk to their health, I'm wondering, why are you risking your health to have sex? Or why are you risking your health to engage in certain behaviors sexually? And it makes me think, what's driving that person? So sometimes when I'm like hearing somebody tell me something, I automatically I ask them, I'm like, so did someone do something to you at a younger age? And usually they say yes. And this is guys. Like, I will just say one example of a person. So I was talking to somebody, and this was like years ago, and he and his wife, they were in the swinging type of lifestyle or whatever, and he was just telling me about that. And I'm just sitting up here listening, and I'm like, this is just crazy. You guys are swingers, because sometimes people feel comfortable sharing some things. But then the more he went on, that led to him and his wife getting a divorce, because she claims that she wasn't necessarily into that like how he was. So she had guilt, basically, and he didn't. So that broke them up. But when we got down to the heart of the matter, that behavior that he acted out as he got older stemmed from him being an 8-year-old little boy and his babysitter abusing him. His female babysitter, who was a teenager, abusing him. Now, where did she learn that behavior? Clearly, she either learned it from maybe somebody who was around her age or older, or she saw it on TV, or somebody did something to her in that manner. So what I'm saying is, once you start kind of putting that stuff out there in terms of people being abused, it's like it's a cycle. They now sometimes may even become the abusers, and it keeps just going on and on. And it's almost like you are having other people now joining you in being an abuser unintentionally in a lot of cases, because no kid plans on abusing another kid in that way. It's like, how are you even thinking about this if somebody did not place that in your mind or put that in your memory, and now you are acting out what you see or what's been done to you? So it is a real serious thing when it comes to all of this. So now people are trying to be even more vigilant with protecting children. And it even comes down to conversations that Akademiks was having. So I feel like Akademiks couldn't even fathom or wrap his mind around the fact that, well, we just talking. I'm just trolling. This is what guys do. And that may have been the case, but I feel like there are still a lot of men out there where that doesn't fly. And I'm sure there are plenty of fathers, and I definitely know some and have some in my family, that's not going to fly. Not in the way that Akademiks was doing with that 15-year-old who he has no kind of relation to other than him being a streamer and they doing a stream. So it's just really weird. It does need to be called out. Folks do need to feel bad. And I really don't give a crap about a pedophile's feelings. Like, F your feelings. Because you want to bestow that on children. And like I said, I remember having to just read when I would work with them, having to read some of the stuff that we would not be able to handle as adults. I have said that time and time and time again. We wouldn't be able to handle that. We would snap out if that stuff happened to us. Some of us would. So he don't really get all of that, because it goes a little further than just having a conversation, but it has to start somewhere. But luckily that 15-year-old was basically checking them and telling them, hey, I'm 15. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right there with just somewhat of an update and talking about Screwface's video. Definitely go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, bye.